Each session is designed to condition both the body and the mind.
Really, really easy to follow. It's all on your phone.
It was awesome. It was the journey, but I had lots of gains out of it. So
30% increase in my running speed,
Physical strength, but it also gives you the mental strength.
20% increase in my overall strength of the lower body.
really happy to set that to use in the winter.
This is a sales video for my new online strength training program. Kind of just wanted to get to the point. You either want to get stronger or you don't. It's pretty simple. Either you're looking to push the boundaries and find out what you're truly capable of in the mountains, or you're comfortable and you're happy with the way that you look and the way you perform, and you don't feel like there's anything that needs to change necessarily, which is totally fine. But if you're still watching this video, then you probably aren't comfortable with being mediocre, which is awesome. Congratulations. I think being comfortable is very, very dangerous. I've personally experienced that before. It's not somewhere that I want to go back to. So perhaps you're kind of fed up with being just a recreational mountaineer, someone who's casually out in the mountains, and you want to take on maybe more steep, more difficult climbs. You want to transition maybe just from being a hiker into being a mountaineer, or from a mountaineer into an alpinist. And if that's the case, then I have something for you that I want to tell you about. But first, there's one recommendation I want you to make. Stop looking at yourself like a casual mountaineer, or stop looking at yourself as just a hiker, and try and shift your mindset to the perspective of being an outdoor athlete. Someone that's really focused, someone that has a plan, and someone that has set goals that they want to achieve in the mountains. And as soon as you do that, then you start to have a shift from your perspective. And we all know that mindset is such an incredible part of the sports that we do in the mountains. Mindset is basically everything. So the only difference between you and an outdoor athlete is that an outdoor athlete will have very specific goals. They will also have a clear set of steps to take and time frames to achieve those things. They'll also have a plan to get them there. So in order to help you make that transition, I'm releasing the Mountain Strength Training Program. This is a 6-week strength-based program, which is designed to set the foundation of strength and durability for whatever you want to do in the mountains. This is not a training program that you're just going to do once and then put away in the drawer and forget about it. This is something that you can easily revisit 2, maybe 3 or 4 times a year as you cycle through different training cycles. So whether you're doing some spring hiking, if it's summer rock climbing, transitioning into winter skiing and fall mountaineering, in each one of those cycles you can continue to use this program for your benefit, basically for the rest of your life, which gives you the guidance that you need to revisit and continue to better yourself each time you do it. This is a highly effective, results-driven training program where you'll be performing heavy training loads that are designed to produce serious strength gains in the shortest possible time frame. It is demanding, it is taxing on the body, but I'm also giving you the tools to learn how to recover, to boost your mobility, to mobilize those joints and deal with the increased stress and the increased training loads. So let's talk prerequisites for this training program. If you have a bit of experience in a gym environment, if you've trained yourself, maybe had a personal trainer or done some group training before, then this is going to be perfect for you. If you've been training on and off in the gym, if you can squat, if you can deadlift pretty well, if you can get out a set of push-ups, maybe get out 4 or 5 pull-ups, then I think that would be a really good starting point to jump onto this program, especially if you'd like to seriously increase those numbers over a period of 6 weeks. But I don't want to make random claims about how you're going to get stronger. I want to prove it to you. So right now we're going to dive into some of the results that our test group had when they did this training back in September. So with any good program, you want to be testing at the start, and that's what we did with our little test bunnies here. I think the most significant data that we've got here from Emily is that she obviously increased her strength from this program through the roof. On average, it worked out to be 55% increase across the board. So let's dive into the numbers a little more. She moved from doing 36 dips in a minute to 44, which is a 22% increase. She moved from 40 to 53 sit-ups, which is a 32% increase. Probably the most significant is moving from 5 to 13 pull-ups. That is just incredible, Emily. That is 160% increase. Makes me so stoked to see that people are improving so dramatically. So 55% strength gains across the board. So the results speak for themselves, but let's hear what Emily had to say about the program.
Hey y'all, I just recently finished the Mountain Strength program, and after the 6 weeks I can physically feel the difference in my overall body strength, which is something that I generally struggle to train sufficiently. I feel much stronger in the end, and I've become much more confident in my own physical ability to continue progressing in the mountains.
One more set of results that I want to take you through is from Tim, because if you're not convinced that strength will improve your endurance, hopefully this will. Let's dive into the numbers and check this out. So Tim decreased his resting heart rate from 64 to 48. That's like an athlete level resting heart rate, which is pretty impressive. Tim, amazing job. Well done. In his testing, he also went from peaking at 145 beats per minute in our first endurance step test and completing 309 steps to, in week 7, peaking at only 135 beats per minute and doing 327 step-ups. So in other words, he's working nowhere near as hard and he's getting more work done. And if that's not a significant factor to increasing your endurance and being able to go longer and be more comfortable while you're pushing yourself in the mountains, I don't know what is. So perhaps you're thinking that this program might be the one for you, but you're not sure. In any case, if you end up buying one of my programs, I'm always more than happy to have the conversation with you and swap it for one that is more suitable for you right now. That's always on the table. And if you have any questions about the program that aren't listed in the FAQs below, you can just hit the Coach Me Now button and we can actually have a chat one-on-one about what you're looking for in a program, and we can set you a plan on how to get you there. So obviously you can see from the results from our crash test dummies there, this is a highly effective program, but you do need to put in the hard work. No one else is going to do this for you, but that in the essence is where you're going to build that mental strength and make that transition that we talked about earlier from being just a casual kind of mountaineer through to being an outdoor athlete. Over time, by sticking to this program and revisiting it, and especially taking the stretching and mobility components and adding them as regular routines into your lifestyle, this is going to radically improve the way that you move, which is incredibly important if you're after longevity and you want to be doing this stuff when you're 60 and 70 and 80.
So, if like me you want to continually step up your mountain game, click the link right here. That'll take you over to the Mountain Strength page where you can learn a little bit more about how you can become stronger for longer. I'll see you on the summit.